Good morning, everybody. My name is Nate Morris, and I'd like to welcome you back to another video. Today, we're back at Citrus County Speedway for day number 3 of the INEX Winter Nationals, and today I'm pretty excited about racing. At the end of Tuesday, we were pretty dejected based on all the issues our car had had on Monday, and then just how lackluster my performance was in the sedan yesterday. So, we decided that we were going to patch the coupe back together, see if we could fix the engine issues, and just see what we could do. We got it put back together, and the track hosted some open practice sessions that night, so we went out to make some laps, and we timed it ourselves, and it looked like we were running some pretty decent times. And I went out today and backed that up in practice when I went out and ran a 15.09, which compared to my previous best lap, which I ran on Tuesday's B main with the sedan, what being a 15:30, this is a massive improvement. And to put in perspective how much of an improvement this is, if I had qualified with a 15:09 on Monday, I would have won the pole for the semi-pro race. If I had qualified with a 15:09 yesterday, I would have been 11th. But today in practice with running a 15:09, I'm 18th. I think that just speaks to how good this INEX field is. It's all the best legend car drivers in the country, really, and it's very tough to have a good result. So we're definitely going to have to do a lot of work to be competitive in these national events, but I feel like we're really on the right track. So I'm excited to get into our events today and see what happens. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Thanks for clicking on it, and let's get into it. All right, y'all, we hopped into qualifying here, and generally, I don't qualify as good as I practice or race, but there's not a lot of people that do. So generally on the timesheets, you'll see a lot of drop-off in times in the mid-pack to further back in the field between practice and qualifying. So that's what I was counting on a little bit to help me get locked into the field, because I know that I'm not going to go out and run a 15:09 because I've only done that once. I figured I would run a pretty decent time. I ran a lot of teens in practice, so I figured I could go out and run a 15 teen, and I did. I was able to qualify with a 15:159, which put me 21st. For context, my 15:098 would have put me in 13th, but also I was only 1/1000th of a second off of 20th place. So barely a blink of an eye more, and I would have been locked in the show. But that doesn't matter right now, because being 21st, that puts me on the pole of the first B main, which is a great place to be if you're not already locked in the show, because if you're leading a B main, everybody's fighting for that second spot, and nobody's really going to get to your back bumper and try to move you. So I can just go out and try to cut laps and try to put a gap between myself and second, and just try to cruise to a transfer spot and get into the feature. So let's see how that goes.
Drivers in here that I think have something to prove. It's Wednesday, it's day number 3. If you haven't made a feature yet, you really have to get up on the wheel and make this happen. As Bubbles Bronson looks over the field, green flag is out, and we are underway. We are taking 2 to the A main in the semi-pros, 39 strong this week in this class, and Ashton side by side up in front. Nate Morris from 510 looking at the G&L number 12 of Brockhouse.
Morris staying on the inside. Brockhouse sliding a little bit, coming out of those corners, trying to give that car everything it's got to be able to make this A feature, but stuck on the outside of that 2 of Brucker right now and falls behind him.
Stephen Brucker running up through from row number 2. He's now in second spot in the dark car between the 2 white ones. Morris in front, Brockhouse, as you said, Ashton sliding around on the racetrack. The tail end of that car is not doing what he wants it to right now.
Brockhouse is someone we've seen be so strong in this division before. We chatted with him and his dad a little bit earlier this week, and they said they weren't sure what it was about this track they couldn't figure out their setup with. They tried and threw everything at that car, but it's not working for them. He currently sits in 3rd as the battle towards the back of the pack heats up.
Battling in the back of the pack, but I like what Waters is doing in 4th as he's starting to put the pressure on Brockhouse. You got to get into 3rd if you want to be in the top 2. Can't do it from 4th, no way, no how. They'll come across the line, 7 laps to go.
Brockhouse to the inside of Brucker, a little bit of contact there in turn number 2, opens the door for the 12 of Brockhouse. They'll be wheel to wheel down into 3 and 4. Contact again, and Brucker goes up the hill off of Brockhouse. Bradshaw spins to the infield, and that will...
All right, y'all, I'm feeling pretty confident after that first run there. I was able to build a really good gap between myself and second place. And so on this next run, I know it's going to get really dicey. I know everybody in the field wants to make it into the top 2 transfer spots, and they're going to give it everything they've got. So I've just got to get a good jump on the restart, make some really good laps, and just keep on pushing.
To get the back, this is going to be a fairly exciting 6 laps.
It most certainly is. They are double stacked up. Morris still holding that pole position. They're going to come around and Bubbles waits the green flag.
In the soles of my shoes. Too much pride. I got too much to lose. I won't rest. I ain't stopping to breathe. I got eyes on me. I got eyes on me. Feel the burn of the fire inside. I won't run. I ain't trying to hide. You can watch and you better believe. I got eyes on me. I got eyes on me. Keep on pushing. I'll give it all my mind. I'm gonna fight. Keep on pushing. I'm never backing down. I'm gaining ground. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Set my sight, yeah, I'm fixing my mind. I won't blink, I've got mountains to climb. I will go farther than I can see. I've got eyes on me, I've got eyes on me. When the pain and the doubt comes from me, I won't cave, I'll keep digging down deep. Keep my faith, I will make them believe. I've got eyes on me, I've got eyes on me. Keep on pushing, I'll give it all my mind. I'm gonna fight, keep on pushing. I'm never backing down. I'm gaining ground, keep on pushing. I'm gonna keep on pushing. Keep on pushing.
All right, let's go. That was a ton of fun right there. I really forgot how much fun it is to run up at the front of the field. You know, you had a couple top 5s at the end of last year. You know, had that B main win last year, but you know, the last 2 days of running deep in the field in the A main and then struggling in the B main was this is definitely a good confidence booster. So I'm super happy with that. You know, I'm not going to say it was a easy win by any stretch, but they definitely let me get out there, at least in the first run. They were fighting each other pretty hard. And, you know, in the second run, they stayed a little bit closer to me, but started fighting each other towards the end, and I was able to get some distance. Holy cow, they're giving me a trophy for this. All right, that's pretty cool right there. That's the coolest 21st place trophy I've ever got. And actually, it's the only trophy I've ever got. So I'm pretty excited about that one. So, yeah, that's really cool. We're gonna go into the feature now with a whole lot of confidence, running really well, and yeah, we're just gonna see what we can do here. Hopefully, we get a really good finish in the feature and just have some fun today.
of time in the last lap. Only 3 laps to go.
Oh, and Faulkner has an issue with that car up the hill and into the wall.
Man, that was not the way I wanted to start this race. I got into turn 1 and they all checked up real bad in front of me, and I got in the back of the car that was in front of me, and I lifted up the back end of my car and I spun out. And then I got sent to the tail, and so I had to restart from the back, and just really couldn't make any headway. I passed a few cars, but couldn't do a whole lot. A few laps in, the motor skip returned. It was just skipping, though, every other lap or so on the straightaways. But, yeah, I was kind of hanging around there at the back, and now we've got a caution. It'll bunch the field back up. And with 2 laps to go, I'm going to try to make some headway.
Lenny leads him to green.
Crafton leading. This one's going to be a dandy. It may not always be for the win. It may be for those spots just behind him.
Trouble.
Car spinning. We've got him sliding everywhere. To the corner. Crafton will lead him with 2 to go here.
Michael Crafton leads him down into turn. Oh, Gunter sideways. Oh boy, Christensen involved in this one. And one more to the inside, couple more to the inside.
Holy cow, what a finish. I can't believe how that turned out. I mean, that race was not looking good for me for a while. I mean, I was sitting back there in 21st, 22nd the whole race. And then all of a sudden in the last 2 laps, I end up in the top 10 and then finish 11th. Holy cow. I really think I could have pulled off the top 10 right there. But when that 97 got to the inside of me on the front stretch, my car, it had a big skip at the line, and that allowed him to just drive on right past me. But holy cow, that's pretty cool. That's by far my best ever finish in a national race, and yeah, that's just cool. Today was a really good day, I'll be honest with you. I mean, obviously we picked up a trophy. I set my best ever lap time here, and really the closest I've ever been to the front of one of these national events, or really any event in general. But and then picked up my best finish in a national event. I mean, I'll say I didn't do much to get the best finish, but I kept the car clean, and that seems to be all that mattered right there. But yeah, man, what a day. That was pretty cool. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.